Happy MAMDANI to you. Hold on a second. There we go. I needed the headphones. He's telling me you got 20 seconds. I can do a lot in 20 seconds. You have no idea.
20 seconds, you drop the ball.
Man, more ways than one. Hey. Happy MAMDANI to everyone. We are living in New York City. It is going to be fabulous.
It's quite Zorani outside.
It's Zorani. It is Zorani. Yes, we're having a MAMDANI day. It is going to be glorious. Everything will be free. There is one Jewish man on the Upper East Side that will pay for everything. It is going to be fantastic.
We're going to get $3 million for 226. What was that? You were listening to some shit before.
What?
I don't know, something about the most expensive thing being sold.
Oh, that was the house, a penthouse.
Let me get a piece of that.
I want some of that.
I want some more of that.
My prediction, in 4 years, they'll be using the Metropolitan Museum of Art to house homeless people. They'll be burning Rembrandts for fuel. But it will be great. I have my copy, and I've read this several times, by the way. This is the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. It's a very short book, and I'm going to guess that most of the people who are espousing what lies within here, right, is I've read it. I mean, I've read it. This is an old copy that I've had. I've read it several times. Because you got to know who your enemy is, right? And this is the enemy. Like, and here's the thing that I love about this, right? It's like you hear this guy who never really had a job, who's never made a budget in his life, is now going to be in command of the greatest city on the face of the earth. I'm sure this is not going to end in disaster. Like,
hey, you never know.
Well, look, and I wish him well. I got to be honest with you. Like, I'm not like that. I remember when Trump got elected in 2016, I think it was Bill Maher was out there. I hope we have a total financial collapse. Right, rooting against his country.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. So a guy who's never going to be affected by it, right? From his fucking house on the beach in Malibu, he's hoping for a collapse. Who is it going to affect? Us, right? The people on the bottom who can't afford food and can't afford the transportation and can't afford the taxes and all that other shit. And it didn't bother him at all. It was the same like Sam Harris saying that, like, when it came to the Hunter Biden laptop, I don't care if he's got children that he's sex trafficking. Some shit that Sam Harris said that just now nobody knows who Sam Harris is because of what he said, you know, and it was hysterical that these people think nothing of this. So I'm not rooting against MAMDANI, much to the contrary. I hope he's right, you know, but I don't think he is. And I happen to live in one of the zip codes because he said, and they tried to scrub it. Like, you look, I Googled, like, what he said about raising taxes on white people. And like, well, he didn't, even AI is like, well, he didn't really say that. Yes, he did. That's exactly what he said. He backtracked on it. He said, well, it's predominantly white neighborhoods, right? I don't really live in well, I guess it is predominantly white, but like, it's like 50% white, and the rest is like, we have Chinese, Indian, black, like Hispanic on my block. That's who lives here, right?
That's how I grew up.
But I'm in a zip code that services Forest Hills Gardens, which is as wealthy as you get here in New York City. I think it's the second highest income zip code. But it's all like where Geraldine Ferraro, ironically, where all the great Democrats were, right? Geraldine Ferraro, the first female to run on a major ticket for vice president with Walter Mondale in 1984.
Holla for the Walters.
Well, her husband was a pornographer, John Zuccaro. He made porno films. Great guy. One of my heroes, personally.
Was Walter a part of that? Huh? Was Walter a part of that at all?
Walter? You?
No, well, that Walter.
What Walter?
The Walter you brought up. Was he a part of the porn?
I don't understand who you...
Corn? Whatever.
John Zuccaro.
You mentioned the Walter.
No, I said John Zuccaro. That was her husband.
But
Walter Mondale.
Yeah.
He went... Dude, really?
Yeah, was he...
You have no idea who that is, do you?
I know he's a fellow Walter.
Dude, he ran for president.
Oh, good for him. How'd that work out?
Fuck. Fuck me. See what I'm forced to do here?
Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes everywhere
that's what the hat's about, man. It's just like where we were living. No, John Zuccaro. Anyway, Geraldine Ferraro, she was a lawyer. You know, like most politicians today, she was a lawyer, and she did all the pro bono work. She's the reason that nobody else can park in Forest Hills Gardens.
Oh, that bitch.
She made it exclusive.
Got it.
Like, you can come here and spend your money on Austin Street. You know, that's like the shopping area. But don't fucking park on our streets.
Yeah.
Because we'll have you booted. They don't even tell you. They boot you.
Yeah.
And then you got to call in and they give you the combination for the boot.
I told you I love walking through the neighborhood smoking schmeed.
Yeah, everybody there does, though. Everybody smokes schmeed. You say weed, we're live. They want to cut us off. Fuck them, right? He's MAMDANI world now. We can do and say what we want. Fuck these people.
Freedom of speech, freedom of transportation,
right.
bitches.
So we gave this guy the reins to the city, a guy who's never made a budget in his life, personal or otherwise. They say he worked for almost 3 years of his life. He's had an actual job.
I could have collaborated with him at
years.
one point. We could have made a song about food.
Listen, anything that idiot AOC likes, you know, is going to be a fucking disaster.
Unless she likes that dick,
she
right?
drinks the air. She did this. No, she. Let me tell you something. She's fucking hot, yo. And I still stand by that. If I could have done a 3-way with her and Kamala, not only would I have voted for Kamala, I would have fucking campaigned for her. I still would love to fuck Kamala. She's still hot to me. Yeah, people, she's ugly. I remember your mother saying, that's
No,
disgusting.
she said that about AOC.
Oh, did she?
She said, no, she's not, that bitch.
I think AOC's hot, man. I do. But it's why she is where she is, though, because she's
I'd
a
pick
fucking
her over
idiot.
Kamala.
But, dude, she's an idiot. Did you ever see Kamala when she was young?
Yeah.
She's a hot Indian chick, man.
She never did it for me.
Children. I don't know what to tell you. Kids. No, she was hot.
Arsenio had a little more pull.
When Montel was pounding that.
Montel.
It was Montel.
I screwed
Willie
it up.
Brown, Willie Brown we was getting into that. Like, there were a lot of people. She put it out for, listen, anybody really who could further her career.
Sure.
She's like Jennifer Lopez or Madonna, same shit. Who do I need to fuck to get my record played around here? Okay. Line forms to the right. I got a lot of things here, a lot of videos that we could go over. Because I got to be honest, like I feel like ranting right now. Because this whole thing, right? Like, when you read this book, The Communist Manifesto, one of the things that jumps out about me is that, number one, I don't think people who espouse it, again, I don't think they've read it. I really don't think that they've read it.
I just realized there's no trash TV behind you.
That's okay. You want me to put it on? Would that make you feel
No, go on. I might put it up behind you.
No, I can do that. It's right here. No.
We're going to screw the live up.
Nah. I can talk while I do this.
Yeah, but then they can't hear you. You're not on mic.
Let me ask you something, Walter. How many people are listening right now?
5,000. You never know.
Woohoo! Look. Whoops. We should put it crooked.
It looks better like that.
Actually, yeah, we should put it crooked. All right. See?
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Sure. Look at that.
How's
shine.
that? Is that bright enough?
That's very purple.
Purple.
You might have to keep it low.
I like that.
Yeah, as long as
it gives the joint ambiance. The one over by Walter says, "Please don't do coke in the bathroom," which is a rule that we live by here. I don't do coke at all, of course.
Me neither.
Anymore. Listen, I've had this so long, it was only $4.95 when I bought it.
The transitions on this live are incredible.
I said, no transition. I'm talking about the same shit. Anyway, as I said, I don't think anybody's actually read this that espouses what it says. Because I always love it. Workers of the world unite. Yeah, okay, yeah. Not people living in your mother's fucking basement who don't want to do shit. You lazy cocksuckers. It doesn't say anything about them. Although that's who Karl Marx really was. I mean, Marx never worked either. Much like MAMDANI. I mean, they are birds of a feather, And these people who supposedly love the working man never know the working man. They have more disdain for the working man than anybody else, or these supposed communists. And you could see them come out after Trump won. I hope you fucking red people get what you want, you dirty, uneducated people. Who do you think the working class is? We're dirty, uneducated people like me. I worked my whole fucking life. 25 years I gave to the phone company. Running phone lines, doing dirty fucking work. You people look down your noses at me. Who the fuck are you kidding?
Without me, you couldn't even talk to each other, you fuck.
Yeah, you are that's what people don't get. This guy MAMDANI is the bourgeoisie. He is the bourgeoisie. He's never worked. He's never gotten those nice manicured nails dirty. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, shit.
He's
We
a
are so
struggling
fucked.
artist.
Is he? Oh, he's a rap star. Yeah. We just play that clip that we have of you. What do you want to do when you? What did you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a rap star. That was MAMDANI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was better.
Well, yeah, but your parents didn't go to Columbia University. You know, like you
It's
didn't
true.
have that fucking.
They prayed that I
We're
finished
so
Brooklyn
fucked.
College.
We're so fucked, man. We're so fucked.
Should I have finished college, you think?
Oh, sure. They tell you that that's the key to everything, isn't it? If you finished college, you would love the government because you'd
would've
be
been in-
absolutely in debt to it.
Oh, I would have been in crazy debt.
Let's see. And as it is,
Instead,
in
I
debt
ended up
anyway.
in Queens.
Sitting here in Queens, eating refried beans. We're in all the magazines, gulping down Thorazines. We ain't got no friends, our troubles never end, no Christmas cards to send. Daddy likes men.
See, Zoran's rubbing off on you already.
There you go. Friends with the president, I'm friends with the Pope. We're all making a fortune selling daddy's dope.
Woo!
You know that song, yeah?
Sounds familiar.
It's the Ramones, man.
Yeah.
Kids.
I wasn't a Ramones guy either, you know.
Ay, fuck you, man.
Ramones, Rolling Stones.
Easy now. Greatest rock and roll band that ever was.
Call me a pussy, but I was a Beatles guy.
Pussy.
I was always a Beatles guy.
I like the Beatles too. The Stones are the greatest rock band ever was.
I don't see it.
God, when will the end come?
I thought this was going to be a good visit.
Yeah, I like Walter too. I do. He's just a very
Until he starts opening his
such
mouth
a
about shit.
confused young man. Holy shit. Where are my playlists? Where the fuck are my playlists? I had one that's like it's live here, right? It says
Yeah,
live show.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, and it's just shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
you,
up.
you have to plug it in
Oh,
to the side.
and it makes that sound, right?
I lowered it.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'm actually trying to be professional here.
I got some good ones here. There was some. What did I do with that? See, these are all random things. These are just like at random. I'll play these things and we can discuss them, kind of stuff, right? Like this one with Akeem. This is great.
Do is sit there and listen to the facts.
All I can tell you is that the inflation rate itself was 2.7%.
Right, and here's Hakeem Jeffries is like, okay, fucking idiot.
In the most recent read, year over year
2.7.
versus it got to a high of 9%
Under Joe Biden.
under
yeah.
Biden. Stocks are at record highs. Unemployment is 4.2%. That's full employment. The GDP was 3%. The border is actually secure. We've got trade deals with EU, Japan, many more in the works, and trillions of dollars of foreign investment coming here. Iran's nuclear ambitions have been set back indefinitely.
Right.
And I just wrote down a few things. So I just have to ask you, where is the calamity
Right.
that you're talking about? And it almost seems like for Democrats, socialism is the answer to these problems. Or, I don't know, an end of democracy or something? We just don't get it.
Crickets.
Like, dude, like all of this shit is happening. Where is this dictatorship that was going to start on day one? And these fucking idiots in Jersey elected this woman as their governor who was a crook. She was fined for being a crook, for doing insider trading. Like, you fucking morons. Down in Virginia, I wasn't even following that race. I don't give a fuck. You know, we knew MAMDANI was going to win. I went and voted yesterday. I did, you know, for what it was worth. I voted for Cuomo. I'll admit it. You know, I held my nose and voted for him. You know, Curtis Lewa I didn't like.
Really?
You know, for what?
But he got shot.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
By the Gambino family.
Yeah, okay. And?
I don't know.
What does that have to do with me? You
That
know,
was
like,
just part of the campaign.
Yeah. And that was like 30 years ago,
I took
wasn't
bullets,
it?
bro.
Yeah.
He's the real rapper. Like, come on. He got shot 5 times by the Gambino family. Got up like he was 50.
Yeah. Now, he was young when that happened, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But what's your claim to fame, Curtis? He had a radio show here in New York.
Mm.
He's the Guardian Angels, which I don't even know if that's a thing anymore, right? I mean, like, who the fuck are you going to run? The same thing. Like, who are you to run this city?
I don't know. I like the beret.
I got to be honest. The guy I wished was in the race was Adams. Adams was a good mayor. Yeah. He wasn't a bad guy. Yeah. He was liberal, more liberal than me, of course, but, you know, he was a decent guy. His problem was he went against his party, and they fucking killed him for it.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as he started complaining about the migrants, they were like, all right, we're going to fuck your life up. Arrested his girlfriend.
They did eat
Put
him.
so much fucking pressure on his cabinet that half of them resigned. They didn't want to go through the scrutiny. Instead of getting indicted, they fucking left. Like rats jumping a ship, you know? And it's too bad because Adams wasn't a bad mayor. One thing Adams did that I respected was he knew we needed cops. This jerk-off's gonna... I can just... Mrs. Goldfarb running around trying to take knives away from fucking lunatic asylum. You know, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
There's a guy on the bus with a knife. Call Mrs. Goldfarb. She'll be out there in no time. Could you grab me a seltzer, Walter? As long as you're up and making a lot of noise over there.
I wanted to make sure I charged your phone.
Oh, that's nice of you. Walter's a good guy. He thinks of these things. I don't. Why, thank you, Walter. I really appreciate that.
Brought to you by Canada Dry.
We wish. Pomegranate. In fact, if they knew we were displaying their stuff on this show, they'd make us block it. So that's Hakeem Jeffries explaining why Trump is so bad with, you know, Hitler. Fuck. Oh, God. Here's one, just a name. Let's see what this one is. Let's talk. All right, you want to do another one of these?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Something smells really good. It smells like my incense over there. All of a sudden, I got a strong scent of it.
Oh, I was looking for my thing.
I burn a lot of incense in the house. I like it. And I mostly like it, I think, because the lady upstairs fucking hates it. Did you open the windows before you burn that shit? Yes, I followed all your fucking rules. Oh, God. You know, I just keep waiting for death to come. Just fucking... It's just taking so long.
I swear, this is network all over again.
I got it. You know, I told you I have this feeling like these rants that I want to go on. You know, and
you got to get mad.
And I'm gonna say something like all of this bullshit, like all these fucking idiots. They're idiots. If you voted for MAMDANI, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot.
You're a Zoran.
Right. Or you're under 21 years old. Like, to believe that this shit is possible. My friend sent me this thing about how the tax base is going to be fair and listen. And they talk about Jersey raised the corporate rates and people didn't. This ain't Jersey. And in Jersey they left. Like, corporations left. The only people that were left to pay it were the corporations that couldn't leave. They were the small incorporated companies, and they stayed, and they paid the higher rate. You know, here in New York, it just doesn't work that way. You know, Wall Street is our business, our number one tax base, and this guy hates capitalism, and he's let that be known. Why would they stay? This is the most capitalist city on earth, and you handed it to a guy who hates capitalism. He's a professed communist. He's a communist and doesn't hide from it. I respect the guy for that. He didn't hide from it. He's not even a New Yorker. Like, he doesn't talk like us. He doesn't think like us.
That's why I like Sliwa.
Well, he's like, well, that's Curtis did have, but Andrew Cuomo too. Like, Andrew Cuomo was a good guy. Andrew Cuomo's biggest problem was he fucked with the Jews. You don't fuck with the Jews in New York, although that's not true anymore. I tell you this, losing New York City for the Jews is like losing fucking Jerusalem. Like, this is no longer a Jew. Jesse Jackson famously called it Hymietown. And I'm a big supporter. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a supporter of the Jewish community, right? And this happened. Like, this is like, holy shit. Holy shit.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. So I said to my nephew, I heard a big sigh go up over Flushing last night, Monday, Tuesday when the polls closed. It's like, oi. Like, you could hear it, the pain throughout, because this is just like, holy shit. Yeah. And these people, you elected him, and I fear an unmitigated disaster. Like, everything can't be free. The only way socialism and communism can ever work is if you had a good capitalist base to begin with.
Unless everything he said is bullshit and he can't really.
No, I think he's
carry-
gonna. No.
You
I
think
think
he could pull through and carry
I
it?
think he's gonna try. That's what's gonna be the
But
problem.
do you think it's gonna happen?
Just like they did in Oakland, they've done it in Kansas City, they've done it in a ton of Detroit. Like it's failed everywhere, everywhere. Like there isn't one place you can go to in America where this shit worked, because you need money. You need the money, and you know, like you can only beat your people so much. And so many people have already left New York, you know. And what are you going to raise taxes on me? Take the fucking house. Like, I can't afford anymore.
You saw the meme of, I think it was like the Florida real estate agents, and they were like all fucking happy because they knew that New Yorkers were coming.
I would leave if I could. If I could get out of here. But you can't sell your house. Who the fuck's going to buy it? Who's going to buy the house? That's one thing he talks about. Oh, they're gonna have to raise the tax rates.
I got a MAMDANI
because
mortgage.
I told you, like last year, for the first time, we've been living here 32 years. For the first time last year, the assessment on the house actually went down. It was worth less last year than the year before, which tells you people are leaving. Like, people can't afford it. Also, with the great interest rates under the great Biden administration, right? People paying 7.5% to 8% on a fucking mortgage. Who could afford a mortgage? You know, and I'm paying $10,000 a year here in taxes on this. Look, I'm grateful to have what I have. Don't get me wrong. It's a good house.
It's a podcast studio.
Dude, I'm on a 35 by 75 plot of land in Queens. Every house in my neighborhood, it's Archie. I call it Archie Bunker House, right? Because every house looks exactly like the house next to it, right? And that's for several blocks. You can, you know, it was just a development that they did back in the 1920s. I think this house was built in 1920 or 21, something like that. And they were all built at the same time, and they're all exactly alike. And again, I'm lucky to have it, but I'm in the wrong zip code because this zip code's going to get fucked. We're going to get fucked. You know, and you know, how much more can we do here? And this idea, it's gonna be free buses and free childcare and free.
Yeah, I heard it on a video, but this is exactly what I think.
Right.
The fucking buses are already free.
Well, for a lot of people, yeah, they just get on the back of the bus.
The trains are free.
Yeah. Well, except for suckers like us.
Yeah.
Except for suckers like us.
I consider my my toll as a donation that leads to nothing.
What do they cost now? I haven't been on a bus or a train in a long time.
It's like $3 for a single fare, and I think $2.75 if you have like a card.
Yeah. Anyway, and that's fair. That seems like a fair. It's been that for a long time.
Yeah, it hasn't really climbed up. I remember when it was like 150.
Please. I remember 50 cents.
But then from 150,
50 cents.
It jumped to like 250 within maybe a decade or so. It was like a quick jump.
I remember that.
$2, $2.25,
but
$2.50.
even as it is, the MTA operates at a loss, right? And you can see this. Yeah, let's bring this up, right? Love Google, right? How do they do this now? I hate all these updates and shit that they do. I just get used to doing one operating system, and then fucking Apple comes in. Here, let's throw this at them. Yeah. And I thought the cocksuckers do it on purpose.
They got quotas.
Okay, in 2024... Why do you need to know my fucking location to answer this question? Here, the New York City MTA lost approximately $1 billion. And you see, nobody asked this guy, like, where's this money going to come from? Oh, we're gonna this magic fairy dust that my wife makes, and we're gonna just make money, you know? Like, here, they lost approximately $1 billion in 2024 due to fare and toll evasion. Oh, we're going to do away with fare and toll evasion. We're just not going to charge anybody. There you go. That solves that problem. Problem solved, yeah. According to a report by Citizens Budget Commission, this loss was broken down to an estimated $568 million from unpaid bus fares, $350 million in unpaid subway fares, and at least $46 million in unpaid commuter rail tickets, and at least $51 million from unpaid bridge and tunnel tolls. But it's more than that, because it's the operating costs. That's just the money they didn't collect. And then there's the money that it's just inefficient. Like, you have a monopoly on. This is how fucked up the system is, right? And like, people want the government to have more control in their lives, which I don't get. They don't run anything efficiently. They had a monopoly on the post office for decades, and it was run absolutely inefficiently. Absolutely inefficiently. Had an DMV is all theirs. Absolutely inefficient. Right? Absolutely horrible. They had a monopoly on the MTA. Horrible. Now you want them to take care of your health, right? And what evidence do you have that this is going to work well? And you want to give them even more control. This guy's saying, give us more control. We can get rid of God. We can bring in the government. You can worship the God. That's what this is all about. This, by the way, is all about, if you read it, right, it's all about replacing God with the government. You don't need anything. And I'll also contend this when it comes to communism, right? And I've said this before here, right? When it comes to this, if Marx were to come back today, he would think he won. Like, we already live in a socialism, because people say, oh, capitalism's horrible. There is no more capitalism. Capitalism died with the Sherman Antitrust Act back in, what was that, 1898 or some shit. When I can look it up. Just the way people say, no, it was 1903. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Misinformation.
Right, exactly, right? It was the Sherman Antitrust Act of 1890, but I don't think that's when it was enacted.
So you were wrong.
Right, exactly. So, but it broke up the monopolies, and that's why they did it. And then you had Teddy Roosevelt became president right after the turn of the century, and he was known as the Trust Buster, right? To do away with that. And before that, when Marx wrote the Communist Manifesto, I think it was first published in 1848, if I'm not mistaken. And that was right at when the Industrial Revolution was really starting to prime itself, right? Like, the Industrial Revolution started at the turn of the 18th century, was really when it started to get going, when America was actually becoming a country. And by 1848, it was horrible for workers. It really was. They were at the absolute mercy of the factory owners, because you had to eat. And for whatever reason, people were moving into cities in droves because the feudal systems weren't working. And Marx pointed that out. Marx wasn't entirely wrong. Like, the workers needed protections. I mean, Marx was a scumbag, but it has to be tempered. What he said, it was a fantasy. Like, even for him, it was a fantasy. Like, it couldn't work, and it still hasn't, and there's a big reason for that, too. And I'm going to say, because I love when people, well, the real communism has never been tried, and there's a reason for that. Joe Stalin is the reason that real communism has never been tried, right? Fidel Castro, Hugo Chavez, Mao, these are the reasons that real communism has never worked. It's for the very people who try it, right? Because here you had, like, the first big revolution, the first big, like, communist revolution was the revolution in 1917 in Russia, right? And you had this big revolution, and you had these guys. You had Trotsky and Lenin, particularly.
Original Beatles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love when Walter tries to participate. It's so much fun. It's like watching a chimpanzee try to do math. I'm sorry, well, that was mean. But it was funny. Anyway, look, Bonzo did 2 + 2.
Where was Ringo at this point?
But Lenin and Trotsky were these two intellectual guys, and they believed in this shit. Like, the workers of the world unite, get rid of God, everything's going to be groovy, right? But one of the tenets of communism says that everybody has to be on board in order for it to work. So what do you need to do? You need muscle. You need an authoritarian force to get that shit done. Now, Trotsky did have a lot of the military on his side.
You need this.
But you do. You need that. And that's where Stalin came in. And Stalin was the muscle. And what happened was, right, like Lenin had, and I think it was in 1919, I want to say, Lenin had a stroke. He has a stroke. Not doing too good. And I personally, I think Stalin poisoned him. I'll go to my grave believing that Joe Stalin was like, he needs to go away. And even before Lenin died, there was some a lot of infighting going on, like who's going to lead the party. And Lenin wanted Trotsky to do it because Trotsky was an academic just like him. These were both wealthy people. They came from really wealthy homes. They were part of the bourgeoisie. They're part of the aristocracy, much like the French Revolution. Same shit with Robespierre. Anyway, Stalin was brutal, and he had a brutality that these guys lacked. And the thing is with these brutal people, like you need these people to get it going off the ground. They don't relinquish power once they get it. And Mao was the same way, but Mao was okay with being brutal. Mao didn't give a fuck. He starved his people to death. He didn't care. Same thing with Chavez and Castro. They were their own brutality. They were their own hit force. They didn't mind being brutal. Trotsky and Lenin were really the only like true academic intellectuals. And not only did Stalin win out in that little battle with Trotsky, but he hunted him down. He had him killed in Mexico City, for fuck's sake. Like it wasn't enough that Trotsky left, right? Trotsky, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here. You know, I'd rather be alive than ruling.
No.
Exactly. He sent people. The first assassination attempt didn't work. It was the second time. And the guy that killed him when he was finally released from prison, they gave him the Order of Lenin, which is like the highest order. It's like our Congressional Medal of Honor, apparently. But it doesn't work. Like none of this shit works. And why? Well, because you have people like MAMDANI never worked a day in their lives. People who hold people who work in contempt. Like they have contempt for the working man. They don't give a fuck. This is all about power. And that's what, but you tell people, these idiots, what they want to hear. You don't have to work. It'll be easy. You're not going to pay, and there's going to be rent freezes, and there's going to be, oh, it's going to be great, and it's going to be.
Now suck daddy's dick.
That's it, man. Like, it's all a dream. I wrote a book. Where's my book, Walter?
Which one?
The one I wrote. I only wrote one. I wrote another one, but we haven't put it out yet. Yeah, this book. Now, this is a different subject. This is called Price Tags. And it's my belief, like, you know, and I talked about, this book is really about losing my son and growing up in a fucked up family and shit like that. It's a good book. You should buy it. It's on Amazon. Anyway, it is also an audio version. You can get it on audio, which is really good because I did it myself. It came out nice. That's where I met Walter, was actually doing the audio on. Oh, no, I met you before that, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were doing the other podcast.
I helped edit some of the later chapters.
He doesn't remember any of it, though. He was imbibing at the time. Anyway, it's this idea, you have to, everything has a cost to it. Like everybody wants to get for free. And this was one of my rants that I wanted to do, right? I had a very dear friend of mine, and I love the guy. And I'm not knocking him for this, but he was going off about a bill he had to pay. I work so hard and everything. And I had to stop him. I'm like, easy, stop it. Like, I know you. No, you don't. You are like 99% of Americans. You do just enough to get by. You're lazy. I'm lazy. I don't reach my potential at all. Who the fuck are you kidding? I'm like, dude, you go to work late, you leave early, you have somebody punch in and punch out for you. Like, who the fuck are you kidding? You don't work hard. One of my favorite things that comes out of my mouth in the morning is, God, I deserve a break. This is as soon as I wake up. Like, oh my God, it was such a hard night sleeping, you know, like, you know, and that's the story of my life. I mean, my thing is sloth. Fucking sloth, man. If I worked as hard as I could, God knows where I could be. For all of us. You know, we put out a video not too long ago, right? In it, we talked about Jeff Bezos. Remember that? We're talking about Jeff Bezos. Mm-hmm. My friend, he's not even a friend. He's a communist. He's a MAMDANI guy, right? So, well, why does Jeff Bezos have $300 billion? I said, because he fucking earned it. Because while you were out getting high as a teenager, he started a business. You know, you were still getting high in your mid-20s. He furthered that business. You know, when you were making babies with women you didn't love in your 30s, he expanded it to the internet. And at 40, when you were dodging child support payments, still getting fucking high, had no fucking career, didn't want to work, he was building the largest online place in the world, the most successful business model ever. That's why he deserves that money. because like unlike AOC, that fucking half-wit, right? That fucking idiot who kept Amazon out of Long. I got them out of Long Island City. Why should we give them $6 billion? You fucking moron. It's a tax credit. Her own party was telling her, shut the fuck up. We're not giving them anything. We're giving them a tax credit of $6 billion, for which they had already agreed they were going to redo all the sidewalks and streets in Long Island City. They were going to build a school and 2 parks, or it was 2 schools in a park, however it went. They were going to give that as part of the tax credits that they were going to get. And this fucking stupid twat, no, we don't need that. No. 40,000 jobs gone. Not to mention the ancillary jobs that were going to be created as a result of it. Right? You're going to put a factory down there with 35,000 people working it or whatever. They're going to have to eat somewhere. They're going to shop somewhere, right? They're going to take cabs. They're going to do all of these things. They're going to have to ship their shit out. UPS was going to have to expand. FedEx would have to expand. Like, all of this shit would have happened. And this fucking twat. We don't need that. I'm going to have a protest. And she went out there on her own, and all the stalwart Democrats who know what greases the wheels, right? They were like, shut the fuck up. And by the time she realized that, it was too late. And Jeff Bezos told her to go fuck herself. Jeff Bezos is responsible for millions of jobs. Millions of people depend on him.
He sent his bitch up to, kind of space.
Yeah.
And as she was up there, he saw AOC and said, what that mouth do?
Yeah. You see, he does contribute, though. He does. That's,
my bitch is in space right now. What you going to do?
What are you doing? What have you done lately, you stupid? But she is hot. Again, it comes back to that. It's like my boys, the Hodge twins, right? Shout out to the Hodge twins. Like they said, nobody tells the hot chick she's stupid because everybody wants to fuck her. But there'll come a day where she just won't be hot anymore. She'll be like Nancy Pelosi, just stupid and fucking crazy.
How many years do you think she's got left before that turn?
She's got a few because she takes good care of herself, man.
How old is she?
She looks really good. I don't know.
Late 30s, early 30s?
I don't know. AOC, let's see. She's 36.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, she's still fuckable, man. That's a fact. She's hot, yeah. She's just stupid. She's stupid. Like, she is just stupid.
You think she has an American flag
and they
in
love
her house?
this, look, the Phenom. They call it the Phenom.
The Phenom.
Yeah, they call Dwight Gooden that too, by the way. He's a fucking crackhead. He's a Phenom too. Oh, God. And the thing that makes somebody like this dangerous is that she believes she's so smart. And they lead her by the nose. People like George Soros and this. She's just their fucking dupe, man. And she just thinks she's in charge. And it's so great, man. She has this illusion. But here, you can see she's got nice titties, too, man. She really does. She got a big ass, too. She's a good-looking woman. That's my thing. I love Hispanic women, man.
AOC for president.
I think an AOC Newsom ticket could definitely win. Like that, the only problem is neither one of them is willing to get second billing. Wait a second, Gavin. Who's the one having to suck dick to get this? I get top billing. You got me.
Hey, I'll suck some dick.
Yes. Alexandria, your back is kind of dusty there, honey. Where you been laying? Oh, fuck. We are so fucked. We are so fucked.
What
man.
borough is your bed in, bitch?
Yeah. We're so fucked. Yeah, here's another one. Let's watch this and see what happens here. All right.
A former Fort Wayne mayor is getting some national...
Oh, this is funny. This was just a funny thing that I thought was funny. This is Fort Wayne, Indiana. They want to name a building after this this politician. Listen to his name.
A former Fort Wayne mayor is getting some national attention. Thousands of people voted online to name the new city-county building in his honor.
But that probably won't happen because of his name. News Channel 15's Don Austin is here to explain. Well, Heather, Mark, the people voted, and the top pick so far with more than 10,000 votes is the Harry Balls Government Center, named after one of the city's longest-serving mayors. But not everyone's on board with that name.
This state named the fucking Harry Balls. This guy got elected mayor. Yeah, I vote for Harry Balls. It's fucking great.
That's funny.
I said, that is so funny, man. The greatest Wall Street scam of all time was this.
It took me 5 minutes.
Oh, this is my boy Madoff, Bernie.
Oh, really?
This is the guy that busted him right here, man. And nobody wanted to listen to him. Listen to what it took for him to figure this whole thing out. And I love this. This is what it took. This was a great interview.
It took me 5 minutes to know that it was a fraud. It took me another almost 4 hours of mathematical modeling to prove that it was a fraud.
What were the things that caught your attention?
It was the performance line.
It was
we know
his
that
last
markets
name.
go up and down. And his only went up. He had very few down months. Only 4% of the months were down months. And that would be equivalent to a baseball player in the major leagues batting .960 for a year. Clearly impossible. You would suspect cheating immediately.
Maybe he was just good.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's just good. Maybe it's like Tony Gwynn or something. He hit .960. It's said like a guy who's got money in Bernie's bank.
Hey,
No one's that good.
stay out of my
Kerry said
shit.
there were only two plausible explanations. Either Madoff was using insider information to rack up huge profits, or he was running a giant Ponzi scheme.
I love Bernie Madoff. I do. People want to knock him. He screwed his own. Like, that's why I love this guy so much, right? Everybody knew he was a crook. This guy said 5 minutes in, he knew it was a scam. 5 minutes. Took him another 4 hours to figure out the math. And we did a thing on this. We covered this once. HSBC Bank, right, which is a bank in France. I think they're based out of France, which, go figure, right? They lost $1 billion. They invested $1 billion with Bernie Madoff, okay? $1 billion. And were shocked to find out it was a fucking scam. Again, this guy up in Boston, he's part of he's with some little marketing firm up in Boston. You know, they run a little hedge fund investment firm up in Boston. Nobody special. Like, and he says he's a CPA. You know, he went to school and everything. Obviously, an educated man. But I mean, like, he's not one of these big time guys. You know, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. He knew it was a scam. 4 hours of sitting there with a calculator going over the receipts. He knew how he was doing it.
Don't you wish you were a fly on the wall? Just him late at night, his tie loosened, middle of the fucking business conference room, and then finally the epiphany.
But
That
dude,
son of a bitch.
no, the epiphany was in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, literally in 5 minutes. I remember that interview. It was a great interview. Like, 60 Minutes has it in their archives. It's definitely worth watching. I think they dedicated the whole program to him, if I'm not mistaken, or at least half of it. But he's a fascinating guy, and because he had tried to report it twice, and nobody wanted to hear it. Because like the chairperson of the SEC was married to his son. You know, yeah. Chase, I wonder if there's a conflict there. Nah. Yeah. What's this? I don't even know what some of these are, so some of them might embarrass me. But if I put them here, it means I probably stand by it.
May I just suggest something? No, of course I'm very familiar with your argument, but I've never seen religious fanaticism like I see among the abortion enthusiasts. I mean, from my perspective, it's so obviously a child sacrifice right. There's no point at all. There's no,
Let's get controversial. And I agree with what he's saying. So, yeah, I stand by it.
Unintended pregnancies in an age of, like, universally available free birth control.
All right, now, yeah, hold on. I want to play it from the beginning again because they're talking about abortion, all right? And I agree with this. Bill Burr said it. Remember, I don't know if you remember when Bill Burr said, like, it's your right, you choose, you do what you want, but let's call it what it is. Mm-hmm. You're killing a baby. Mm-hmm. If it was just a clump of cells, you wouldn't really have to worry now, would you? And you'd probably biopsy it after it was gone. But you don't need a biopsy because you know exactly what it is. It's a baby,
Just suggest something. No, of course I'm very familiar with your argument, but I've never seen religious fanaticism like I see among the abortion enthusiasts. I mean, from my perspective, it's so obviously a child sacrifice right. There's no point at all. There's no, the number of like unintended pregnancies in an age of like universally available free birth control is probably.
And that's what I don't understand as well. Like, look, what about rape and incest? Okay, that's like 1% of abortions are for reasons of rape and incest. And the other 99% are birth control. Mm-hmm. Like, there are women out there who've had 7 and 8 abortions. Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, go get some Norplant. You get Norplant, and it's 5 years. 5 years. Well, they might want a child. You can have it removed. Anyway, so I think he's right in this, So let's listen.
Oh, and they happen, okay, but the enthusiasm, the wicked, gleeful enthusiasm that people have for
enthusiasm.
Oh, shout your abortion? I think there's some enthusiasm. Yeah, putting an abortion truck outside the Democratic Convention, there's a lot of enthusiasm for it, and
exactly
to make that like the one thing you'll never bend on, because I kind of believe the my body, my choice thing. I really thought that's what it was about, like bodily autonomy, and then
that's what it's about.
Really? So where were you on the COVID vax?
That's such a great comeback. Oh, but that affects other people. Does it? Because later on, Fauci admitted that it didn't stop the spread of the disease, right?
Mm.
Of the fuck. I can't get the word out.
The virus.
Virus. Thank you. Yeah. You must get the needle.
It's not about that. It's not about that. And what it's about is killing. It's about killing and the thrill that people derive from killing another human being and the power they feel when they kill. And that's what people love.
That's a real argument that you're making.
No, it's not an argument. It's a reality. It's a reality. I've seen it. And
yeah,
people,
I've seen it too. Listen, I've seen
people,
it at these rallies where these women say, I want to get pregnant just to kill it. Like stupid shit like that.
I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get an abortion tomorrow.
Yeah. And it's like nothing. And I know women who've done this, and I'm 62 years old, and I know women my age who reflect on these abortions that they had as younger women, and it bothers them. They killed their children, and it's not till later that it really sets in, especially if you're unable to have children after a while, right? And then you realize that window closed. Because by the time you talk all this happy horse shit about autonomy and I don't want children, only selfish people don't want children at all. No offense, Walter.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
Anyway, it's fine, like if you don't want it. But by the time you realize the mistake you made, it's too late, right? Because shit happens after a certain age, especially for women. Women who have children in their 40s are taking a huge risk. Huge. It's just a fact. Autism, Down syndrome, ADHD, like all of these things happen to children who are born to moms after 40. It's not guaranteed, but it's a high percentage. You're running a great risk, right? And so you have these abortions, and it takes an effect on you later on in life, But again, it's all part of that communist bullshit. Like, oh, you don't need family, you don't need this, you don't need that. All you need is the government. Just go ahead. We got the government, and it'll take care of everything.
I've actually seen that happen, and I've seen it when people in power like show videos of them killing people with drones or whatever, and they get so high from it. Like there's no greater thrill than extinguishing life because that makes you God. And I think that's the most evil thing there is, and one of the greatest temptations that people have is to kill because it makes them feel powerful. And we are so disconnected from the basic realities of the world. We're so socialized that we don't see that the elements are never changing. Like killing makes people feel powerful. Killing your own child makes you feel like I'm in charge.
It took me 5 minutes.
I think there's a lot of truth to that. And I am a pacifist and a dyed-in-the-wool pacifist at that. I don't believe in abortion, and I don't believe in the death penalty. I remain consistent. I don't think it's our place to take a life. I just don't believe in it. You don't know what that life was, and not to get corny, but I think that every life is precious. Like what it took for you to be here is a miracle. Like every child that's born, there were billions and billions of decisions that went into that. I mean, and you can think of it in these terms, like the randomness of every birth and what that means, right? And you think about your own birth, right? Your mother fucked your father fucked your mother. He came inside her, and he released billions of sperm. And so right there, you had like a 1 in a billion shot of who you were going to be, because each one carried different DNA, right? Different genetics to it.
You think the sexual position has anything to do with the outcome?
I don't know. People say one way or another, but.
Like Albert Einstein, she definitely got anal first. She got all the holes plugged and then impregnated. It covered all spaces.
What are you talking about?
Like Einstein, to get a genius level, your mom has to be some kind of like secret closet whore, like a freak.
Why?
Because
if that were true, there'd be a ton of geniuses being born today.
Yeah, but they're all getting aborted.
Yeah, that's true.
We could have so many Einsteins.
Yeah, that's true.
According to my theory, at least.
Well, what if his mother wasn't a filthy whore, but just the opposite? Maybe she only got banged out once.
It's harder to get to that level.
And his father had so much nut juice in the sack that, when he fucking exploded inside, it was,
miraculous, like on a godly level.
But you fucked me all up, man.
But don't you think?
No, I try not to.
Yeah. Like Mike Piazza.
Right.
She had to get like a piece in a certain way in order to get like
But you do that to get a fucking
average.
Walter, your parents had to do that to get you, to get Walter.
They must have like barely tried, because they got a fucking pothead trying to be a famous rapper
for you and I,
audio engineer.
For you and I, Walter, basically, our fathers just fucking were jerking off into a rag, and our mothers just stuffed it in their twats.
My mom may have gotten a turkey syringe.
So he'll be retarded, but he'll be my retard.
I know you wanted a boy. Here.
Your mother spit it into her pussy.
This is how my parents were during labor.
Let's hope it's human. Oh, my mother was such a whore, though. Like, God knows.
But you're a savant in your own ways.
Oh, please.
You shine.
I could just as easily been born from shit DNA, knowing my mother. Take that fucking Hershey highway. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. I was told not to call you a whore anymore. My friend Alphonse, who doesn't listen here, hates this show. So you have to stop calling your mother a whore and a cunt. Like, you never met her. Okay, I will. It's ungodly, he says. All right. Okay. I doubt Jesus ever said it about Mary. He's right about that.
That's a crazy story too. Like everyone must have thought Mary was.
Can you imagine the fate that Joseph must have had, man?
Yeah, if I were Joseph, I would have been gone. Jesus would have been a bastard
now
child.
Let me get this straight. Not only can I not fuck you, but you're pregnant.
You're pregnant.
And you swear it's God's baby. Okay.
And you're going to name him Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
I know we had...
That kid looks fucking Mexican. I gotta...
I know they were doing work across the way.
No shit. There's a fucking road crew out there. You've been hanging around at Home Depot. Come on, Mary, give me the truth. Kid turned out to be a carpenter, too. What are the odds? Oh, God. Oh, we're going to hell, Walter. We're going to hell. Oh shit.
My God.
Anyway, all right. That was good. So anyway, so abortion.
So if you get pregnant with no dick, you might have a messiah.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too. So all you lesbians out there. Dude, we're going to hell. Are we still on? Did they kick us off?
Not yet.
Jesus. I remember telling her I wanted to name the kid Jesus.
As long as we don't talk about Muhammad, I think we're good. But I got things to say about that too.
Oh, that's good. I love seltzer. I gotta look. It's a very Jewish thing. You may not want to buy any more of that to be able to track you.
Yeah.
So anyway, where were we? What were we talking about? I don't even remember.
Trying to get Canada Dry sponsorship.
Oh, God. So, the Messiah. I think that's what we were talking about. How do you know Jesus was Jewish?
How?
His mother swore he was the Messiah. He swore his mother was a virgin. He didn't leave home till he was 40. And when he left home, he went into his father's business. That'll be a nice short we can run.
That's the blueprint right there.
Yeah, pretty much. Every nice Jewish boy I ever knew.
I'm going to be like Jesus.
Okay, let's do this one now. Lib student stunned. Turning Point USA versus college Democrats. This is always fun. See what these crazy people have. I'm glad Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right.
You know, and that's part of what I was talking about, like this, like being accountable. Like I'm big, like be accountable. To thine own self be true, right? Shakespeare said that shit 500 fucking years ago, man. And people can't do that. I had this person, he said, Charlie Kirk he was a racist asshole. I said, well, what made him racist? Well, he's a racist. Like, well, as long as you feel, like, as long as you're sure.
As long as you're sure.
Right. Like, they can't tell you, like, you know, the thing about the Trump numbers, you know, inflation is down. Gas is well under $3 a gallon here in New York City. Under Biden, it was over $4 a gallon. Like, it was insane, right? Inflation is down, prices are down, people are working, like the border is secure. Like, yeah, but he's a dictator. Where? Like, you people assured us that on day one that it was good. No kings. And I remember one guy told me he was, yeah, but Trump's gonna try to stay in, and he's gonna, but he can't. Trump can't just say, I'm president for life now. It doesn't work that way. Like, you got to amend the Constitution. Like, it doesn't, like, people, do you even investigate this? It comes back to the people who espouse this bullshit and never fucking read it. Like, do you understand how a bill is made? Do you understand how a law is changed in this country and what it would take to change it so that Trump could be president for life? Like, that would take a constitutional amendment. You have to get 2/3 of the Senate, 2/3 of the Congress, and 2/3 of the states to agree with you. What the fuck? You don't just say, hey, I feel like doing this today, you know, like, oh, God.
Well, he is a king, so.
Well, listen, you know why I like Donald Trump? Because they hate him so much. It's the only reason I like the guy. I told you, 2016, I didn't vote. I didn't vote in 2016 because I thought they were both reprehensible. Clinton, Trump, they didn't give a fuck. I voted in 2020 because Biden was so dementia-ridden, and these people were already lying to us about his dementia, right? They were already full of shit in 2020. Thank God for COVID. Otherwise, this motherfucker would have had what state he in, Joe? I don't know. Joe, you're in your fucking basement in Delaware. Yeah. And that was rough for him. In 2020, this motherfucker didn't know what time it was. So by 2024, though, they hated Trump so much and did so much to fuck with this guy that by 2024, I was a fan. They made me a fan. And I wasn't. I wasn't a fan of the guy. But they made me that way. Because it made me think if they hate him this much, he must be doing something right. 92 indictments or 94, whatever the fuck it was. But it was all bullshit. And they can't even admit to that. Oh, he's using lawfare to go after it. I got to tell you something. I would indict every one of these motherfuckers. I would be so spiteful it wouldn't be funny. To me, he's not spiteful enough. He shows restraint as far as I'm concerned. Fuck these people. Dude, they tried to remove his name. All these people screaming about democracy tried to remove this man's name from the ballots in different states so they couldn't vote for him. Hey, but we're into democracy. The same people that installed Kamala Harris as a fucking candidate. He's going to ruin democracy. Really? And how's that going to work? What do you mean? You're not going to get to choose the people?
I
who
already
run?
hand-fed you.
Right.
I spoon-fed you that bitch.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. And to make it her. Well, that's where Biden fucked him, though. And I do believe he did that on purpose. Hunter Biden was talking about that shit over the weekend. You know, about what's her face? Jean-Pierre and Kamala both coming out talking about how fucked up the Biden was. And Hunter Biden seemed really like hurt by it. You know, he's like, my dad picked her out of loyalty, like, which I don't believe that. I believe that Joe Biden's last cognitive decision was to say, I'm going to fuck them. I'm going to make it so that they can't deny her. Because once he came out and said, I throw all my support behind it, they couldn't say no. Because then they would be taking a black woman off the ballot and replacing her with who? Gavin Newsom, a white man. Couldn't do it.
Gross.
Their own shit was absolutely worked against them, you know. And she comes out and says that she couldn't put Pete Buttigieg on there because he was gay, right? So the DEI hire says she couldn't do another DEI hire. There's already one of us on the ticket. Two would just be too much. Instead, you go get at least Pete Buttigieg is an open faggot. Like, you know, like there's nothing wrong with it, you know. But he's open about it. Tim Walsh is just like, I'm going hunting, fellas. Doesn't my hat look great? Like, okay, all right, there, Twinkle Toes. Don't shoot yourself in the foot now.
How do my shoes look in the mud?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're so dirty. Oh, that's so gross. How butch.
I'm a dirty boy, aren't I?
When my wife pegs me tonight, I'm going to make her remind me and call me a dirty boy while
I'm
she
going to
does
leave
it.
these boots on,
That's
too.
right. Yeah. Oh, honey, fuck me. I got to put them straight up in the air while she pegs me. The fuck?
Yeah, she pegs him like missionary.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Oh, Tim knows what it's like to have his knees up around his ears. Yeah, come on.
She puts a Bill Clinton mask on.
We're going to smoke a cigar now tonight, honey. Ah. Tim knows what that. No, not the cigar. Because he doesn't have a pussy to put it in. Tim has to put the cigar somewhere else. Yeah.
Smoke it.
That's right. Flex those muscles, baby.
I want to see it come out your nose.
Yeah, pucker the brown eye for me, baby. Wink the eye at me. Yeah, there you go.
Definitely some freaky shit going on
Oh,
there.
without a doubt. Oh, let's get the dog involved. Yeah. The dog comes up to lick his balls. He's getting pegged. Oh shit. All right, let's watch this now. See what else we can raise here. Lib student stunned. Oh, they're always stunned. They're fucking like deer in the headlights.
Political sides on campus, and the contrast was shocking.
You wanted to just be involved in campus, so you joined College Democrats and you joined Turning Point USA. Tell me about that experience.
So I joined College Democrats and I joined Turning Point USA.
Okay, way to repeat exactly what she said.
We had on campus at UNC Asheville.
Nah.
And my experiences were very different between the two. Turning Point was amazing. They welcomed my perspective. They wanted to have me talk so they could have their chance to sort of rebut against me, and it was much more of a conversation than it was sort of a grilling.
So when College Democrats found out that you were in Turning Point USA,
tolerant
what was
left.
their reaction?
They were not happy. I had people going up to leadership and
They
trying
threw
to
lit
have
cigarettes
me
at me.
removed from the organization. They were asking me,
Excuse me, he has to leave. He doesn't think exactly like I do.
Even with
Why
that hairdo,
is he allowed?
you would think he'd be accepted no matter what.
No, but even when you look like them, you're not accepted if you don't toe the line. You know, what's her name? The Annabelle, I think is her name.
The doll?
Scrivillo. She's a lesbian. She's a big influencer, lesbian. She's here. I think she's here in Queens or in Brooklyn. And she's got a really good show, but she's a conservative lesbian. Like, she's a lesbian who has conservative, viewpoints. And they hate her. They hate her because she doesn't toe the line. You know, you have to toe the line. And
10 Turning Point as if it was some sort of like extremist group and not just a conservative group.
Right.
There was.
But anybody who doesn't think like them is an
welcoming
extremist.
of other perspectives.
No.
And then when Turning Point found out that you were also in college Democrats. How did they react?
They were thrilled. I think they clapped. They said, "This is amazing. We have another perspective to talk about." It was incredible. It was not anything I would have expected.
Okay, yeah. Go figure.
Make C-SPAN jealous.
What the hell's that? Oh God, these idiots. This is how Trump broke late night. This is a great, and I don't want to watch it now. It's 26 minutes long. But I did want to mention this is a great video because Trump did. He broke these people. He broke them. You know, and this video talks about like the history of late night, you know, going back to like Jack Parr and Johnny Carson and how middle of the road these guys all were. And they were all political. Like Johnny Carson was a Democrat. Jack Parr was a Democrat. They were all Democrats. But they didn't talk about that shit. It was an entertainment show. And these people don't entertain anymore. And that was their undoing. The only people they get are the people in their echo chamber. And nobody wants to hear it anymore. I think Jimmy Kimmel is one of the biggest douchebags on the face of the earth. He's just a douchebag. And he wants to forget that he did the Man Show, right? The misogynistic Man Show, which was funny as hell. And the only reason he was funny was because he was with Adam Carolla. Adam Carolla's funny. Like that whole show to me was Adam Carolla. Jimmy Kimmel's a fucking whore. He goes anywhere where the money is. You know, if he could have gotten paid by the conservatives like he got paid by the Democrats to be a fucking shill, he would have done it. He would have done it. Greg Gutfeld is kicking all their asses. Now go figure that out, because I'm not a Greg Gutfeld fan either. But he kills all of them late night. When you look at the ratings, like I believe Gutfeld's still number one, right?
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. Is he number one in late night? Yes. Gutfeld has the highest. He's on Fox.
Oh,
and not only that,
guy.
he's on a cable network. Like Fox is cable.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, he's beating all three network shows.
Mm-hmm.
CBS, ABC, and NBC. He's beating them all, right? Consistently outperforming its broadcast competitors like The Tonight Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live. In October 2025, for example, it was the top-rated show in cable news among viewers 25 to 54, right? And I read somewhere where he had more viewers than Colbert and Fallon combined. And that's just incredible, man. At one time, anyway. So, yeah, he's beating him. And I don't think he's that funny. I don't think Gutfeld's funny. It's just that people are so tired of hearing this. Like, all you do, in that video I was showing you, all they do, that's the whole show. That's the whole show since 2016 is bash Trump.
You think it has to do with the like the age range that still have cable?
I don't think anybody's watching the networks anymore.
Like
I think
a lot of older people probably still have cable, and they might be
older
more
people are
conservative.
Yeah, but older people are probably even more prone to watching network, don't you think? I mean, when you get right down to it, I grew up with network TV, you know?
Well, I know my mom still has cable. I think a lot of people around her age still have like cable.
Well, everybody has cable.
I don't have cable. A lot of people my age and
well,
younger don't have cable.
I stream everything myself, but I think people who stream aren't watching any late night at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the NBC
but what you're talking
demographic-
about here is that people who are actually watching. And for people who are tuning in, more people are tuning into Gutfeld. And I don't think it has anything
like
to
conservative
do.
stuff.
Right. You know, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that people are just tired of hearing the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do monologues, like 12-minute. They took about 12-minute monologues where all it is recounting how much they hate Trump every single day.
Yeah, my point
and
being
who the fuck wants to
is
hear
don't
that
you
shit?
think the demographic that would watch that NBC shit, they're all streaming. That's why their ratings are shit anyway. I think a lot of their audiences that would watch that type of stuff.
I mean, there are a lot. Listen, the people who are on the left the hardest are white women between the ages, you know, of 25 and 50.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the left. Like that's the hardcore left. Are these fucking crazy white women? And they are. They're fucking crazy white women.
But I think they're outnumbered.
Well, obviously.
So that's why it shows in the ratings. I think that's why it shows that most people who still have cable.
I think even conservative white women are tuning in to watch Gutfeld. Like I'm just looking at
my mom.
Yeah, I don't think. But what I'm saying, I don't think like it has anything to do with cable or network or anything like that. I mean, you look at the demographics of who's watching, right? And there's still 12 million people viewing, and of those people, they're tired. I think it's more about being tired of that shit. I don't think it's even a matter of being conservative. I think it's a matter of like enough already. You're beating us over the head with this shit.
So
fucking
you think
Stephen Colbert, this fucking shill for Pfizer, goes out there dancing with hypodermic needles and has, by the way, no conscience when it's found out that it was all bullshit. Like it was all bullshit. Fauci was a fucking liar. Right? The mask didn't help. All this bullshit. The vaccine wasn't really that effective after all. And that Pfizer just made billions and billions. And he was a shill for them. And that's all it was. I remember when Jon Stewart went on there. Remember that? When Jon Stewart went on the Stephen Colbert show and talked about, oh, you don't remember that? Oh, come on, man.
I don't remember that.
Hold on. Yeah. Here it is. Here, let's watch this. Stephen Colbert was so uncomfortable with this. It's palpable. You can feel it through the TV.
Back with the man himself, Mr. Jon Stewart. John.
Now this is his good buddy. This is the guy who gave Stephen Colbert his fucking start, right, on the Daily Show. Now, and here Stewart was MIA for a while, right? Living in his basement, fearing COVID or whatever the fuck it was. Now he comes out, and this is like his first interview through COVID, okay? Which, by the way, they also have a sample of the bubonic plague, and have considered doing the same thing with it. By the way, yeah, real smart. And he's right. These fucking people are crazy. I think it'd be a really good idea to bring back the bubonic plague. Okay, yeah. Anyway, don't forget the line that you can't say it was Chinese. You can't say it came from the lab. Hold on, did they cut? Where the fuck did my thing go? Hold on.
You didn't want to finish the cicada story?
Wait a second. Did they? But the whole thing about. Here. Ooh, we're not supposed to talk about this. Hold on. Whoa. My handlers, Pfizer, might not cut the check this month if we keep this line going. You can see it. Look at how he moved away like that. He's not fucking kidding. Evidence, because I've been assured it wasn't. Like, tell me the evidence. I need evidence. And listen to what Jon Stewart tells him. You see, and here he is still trying to make excuses for it. Right? He's such a fucking worm. He's such a worm. What a corporate shill. Like, how do you live with yourself, Stephen Colbert? How do you live with yourself? Like, it's so obvious.
In a mansion
You come out dancing with the hypodermics. Like, you fucking shill. And there's no conscience about it. They don't see any conflict there. There's no conflict. Unfucking believable, man. Unfucking believable. Woo-ha! Hoo-ha!
The Al Pacino coronavirus.
Oh, that'd be a good one. What am I looking for here? What What time is it? What are we going to do?
It's 1:42.
How long have we been doing this for anyway?
We've been on for an hour 20.
How did I get on this page? I didn't want to be here. That's not right. Playlists. That's what we were looking
That ain't right.
That ain't right. Mindfuck masterpieces. Oh, Walter made me watch some stupid, because we couldn't get this going last week. Walter couldn't get it going. I don't even try. So if Walter can't get it going, we don't get it going. It's not going to happen. So I admit that right.
You're shit out of luck.
But he made me watch this movie last week that I didn't care for.
It was a good movie.
Oh, that movie sucked. Eyes Wide Shut.
Good movie.
What was it about?
PDFs.
What does that mean?
The PDF files. Can't say it.
And I did what you said. I looked up a lot of things on, like what people thought about it and everything and all this. So stupid shit.
So you think it was just pompous?
I'm not sure what Stanley Kubrick was trying to say with that. Other than that, he was trying to...
Secret society.
Yeah, secret societies.
All we ask is trust.
I guess that I don't care. We talked about it before, right? Here's this chick. I gotta show you this chick.
I told you also.
I got to make sure I show her with her clothes on.
I like the whole backdrop of the movie. I like the city, the time period.
What the hell was her last name?
What are you looking for? Your GoFundMe girl?
Yeah, my GoFundMe girl. This is her. Now, and this is the point that I hear. She's from Cordoba, Spain. That's where she was born. She's 29 years old. This girl, hold on, I want to make sure she's got her clothes on. Yes, she does. This girl is unbelievably beautiful. She's just fucking gorgeous, man. Look at this. She's just unbelievably beautiful. She's only like 5'2", 115 pounds, something like that. And she's just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful.
And for only $5,000 put into my GoFundMe account.
For $5,000, I can look at her naked in person. And that's about as far as it would really get, because I don't even know if I could muster. This girl's fucking gorgeous, right? And the point that I made to Walter, like we were talking about Diddy and everything, P. Diddy. I had no problem with what he did, unless they're underage. Like I obviously have a problem with underage sex, but even that, to an extent, there was one of the girls that. Well, there's one of the girls that look. She was. They found one of these girls, right? One of the what's his face? Who was the Jewish guy? The fuck is his name? Epstein, Giselle Maxwell meets this girl in Miami. This girl's like 14 years old. And she's basically sucking dick on the streets of Miami for $10, $20 for rock, for crack. And Giselle says, hey, look, man, come to this island. You could live, because you're already sucking dick for a living, honey. Like, this is where she's doing, right?
This is what you call it. Come up.
So come to this island. We'll have, little dick guys like Prince Andrew fucking you. He's going to treat you well. You'll get like the finest cocaine. Fuck this nasty, crack shit. And, these disgusting people whose dicks you have to suck for crack. Come here and you'll live good. It'll be a good life for you. You're already fucking for a living. And I know it sounds cruel, but I've known these people. Like all my life I've known these people that do this. This is what they do for a living, And they do it from a young age. Like a lot of these girls, they start young. I'm not saying that makes it right. I'm just saying that that's what it is. And they're going to do it whether they're doing it on Epstein Island or in back alleys in Miami. Like it's all the same shit.
Jordan started young too. The greats have to start young. You have to get better, build up your stamina, your endurance.
Well, just trying to tell you some of the best hookers he ever had. She had identification that said she was 18. That's all I know. I told him a story about being in the Philippines. The only time I was with two girls at the same time was in the Philippines. And it was a $35 night, $35 for the two girls. I paid them, bar tabs were $10 each. This is 1983. Bar tabs were or 84. It may have been 84. Bar tabs were $10 each, so you got to give that to the mama-san so they can leave the bar. I gave them an extra $5 each, which was a lot of money. Like, it doesn't sound like much to us, but it was a lot to them. And I fed them. We got pizza. We split a pizza. And then we went back and we had fun, the whole night.
Nowadays, you're lucky if you could afford the pizza with that.
Oh, 35, yeah. Even in the Philippines, you're not getting one of those girls for, what I understand, that the prices have increased.
Inflation.
It's like Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein. My grandfather worked for your grandfather, but the rates have gone up. Anyway, so here's this girl here. I forget what we were talking about, but $5,000 to be with this girl. And I got to tell you something, that it would be money well spent. Money well spent. You just look at this girl. She's just so fucking beautiful. What were we talking about? I don't even remember how this came up. How did that come up?
Well, we started talking about prostitution and how they were being prostitutes anyway. So
yeah, Epstein. Yeah. So I never understood the problem that Americans have with prostitution. In many other parts of the world, it's a perfectly acceptable trade. I remember hearing a conservative thing, and I'm fairly conservative, more of a libertarian, I guess, because you want to talk about my body, my choice. I don't understand how prostitution is illegal. And I remember hearing one of the arguments that I heard about it actually came, and I want to say it was Sean Hannity many years ago. Like, I used to listen to Sean Hannity all the time when I worked for the phone company. So we're going late 90s, early 2000s, right? And I remember there was a show, and I'm almost positive it was either him or Rush or Mark Levin, like it was somebody in that lineup, had talked about it. And they said that one of the problems with prostitution was that the window closes very quickly on these girls, right? So what do they do after that? And I always remember hearing the story. There was a story of a guy who played for the Mets, Todd Pratt. And Todd Pratt came up late in life, right? He came up. He was in the Mets system, and let's see here. I want to see. And the reason I bring this up is that he's a baseball player, okay? And obviously his body was important to him. Like, that's what he used. That's what he counted on his body to ply his trade, and now, he came up at 25 with Philadelphia, but he was sent back down. And from the years 28, 29, and 30, he didn't play in the major leagues. And he's in the minor leagues. He's making the minimum in the minor leagues. He was delivering for Domino's at the time, right? He's delivering Domino's pizzas just to make money for his family, just because he couldn't, he had to put food on the table. And now he's getting older. He's a catcher, 30 years old. Your knees are starting to hurt, and all this other shit happens at 30, right? And he was going to quit. And the day he was going to quit, it's a great story, right? And the day he was going to quit, he goes into his coach's in the minor leagues. He goes into the coach's office. He's like, I can't, I have to quit because I have to get a job. I have to provide for my family. And they said, well, you've been called up. You're going up to the bigs. And so it was like it was huge.
Called up. You have a delivery around the corner.
They need 2,500 pizzas over there at Shea Stadium. Yeah.
It's a big order.
Yeah. But he gets his call. So how is that any different than a prostitute? This is the thing. Trading Places is a great movie. I love that movie. Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, and Jamie Lee Curtis. And Jamie Lee Curtis she's a prostitute, and she's saving.
Right,
her.
I forgot she was in it as a prostitute.
And great tits, boy! You get to see her tits in that movie. She had some beautiful. Here, let's take a look. We look at her tits. It's just tits.
Look at her tits. It's just tits.
Yeah. And this is. Because they showed them in here, man, and she just had an incredible set of tits. There they are. That's Jamie and her tits, and it's just beautiful, man. She really is a beautiful one. She's still attractive, I think. Nuts as hell, but she's crazy as hell. But just beautiful tits, though. Look at her. God damn, she's pretty. Anyway.
It's just tits.
Yeah.
I had to take it off.
Oh, did you?
No, just in case.
Yeah. Anyway,
we got
to see him.
We got a quick peek.
Right, but so that's Jamie Lee Curtis. Anyway,
I went on a tangent and ended up with tits. We were talking about Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places as a prostitute.
Oh, well, she was saving her
I'm
money.
on point today.
Right, that's good. That's good. And he smoked a lot before. I could tell. We stopped for bagels before we came to the house, right? And he's like, I said, you want a muffin with that too? He's like, yeah, muffin. Cool. And it took like 5 minutes for him to make a decision on whether or not he wanted a muffin. And then I fucked him up entirely. I go, What kind of muffin do you want?
I
They had
really
like 8 different types.
I really wanted the double chocolate chip.
Is that what you got?
But chocolate chip came out. No, I like the chocolate muffin. Both. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Anyway. Dick. So anyway, so she's saving her money because she knows that she has a window, right? And athletes do the same thing. Like if you're an athlete and you're in the minor leagues, right? By the thinking that we have to protect these women, and that's really what it comes down to, is protecting women from themselves. Because it's that idea that men know more about sex and everything than women do. And our society accepts this. Women accept this. We had that story that we covered, right, about the girl who claimed she was raped by these 2 guys, right? It was 2 guys. They remember that? We had the thing. There were 4 guys in the car. She was in a club down in I want to say it was in Florida. And they were in a club, and she's dancing with 2 of the guys, pushing up on them and all this shit. And she was fucking drunk as shit. But the guys were drunk too. Now, they left the club. They're going to drive home, and she comes running up behind them. And they had all this on video. Comes running up behind them and catches up to him and basically, come on, give me a ride. Give me a ride. I'll make it worth your while. Give me a ride. Give me a ride. So she gets in the back seat of the car, and she fucks both the guys in the back seat of the car. Now, they were drunk, and she was drunk, okay? As they're going down the road, she decides she doesn't want to be there anymore. Let me out. Are you sure? Yeah, let me out. So they do, because she's drunk, right? So are they. And she gets out of the car, and then she gets hit by another car. They charge these kids with first-degree rape and manslaughter, first-degree manslaughter. And they're convicted. And I say, unbelievable. And the whole thing was, there was one of the kids, they said, and it wasn't even a kid that had sex with her. He's one of the kids in the front seat. They asked him, was she too drunk to make a decision whether or not to consent to sex? Because she did consent. But was she too drunk? And he goes, I guess so. And on that alone, they convicted these kids of first-degree rape. I think so, or I guess so, right? Not definitely. She was definitely too drunk. Number one, they were all drunk. So you're telling me that the men in that situation had more presence of mind to know that the female was incapable of making a decision for herself. Because listen, I've known a lot of women who like to get banged out by more than one guy at a time. I married one. My first wife used to brag that she could take 6 guys on at a time, okay? Yeah, and yes, I married her. I was young and stupid, right? But nonetheless, there are women that like to, and she was such a good girl. She was blasted out of her mind. She was a regular at the club. She did this on a regular basis, got fucked up like this, but she was a good girl. And apparently, the men knew better than she did what she was capable of saying yes to. Welcome feminism. See, we want it to be feminism when it is good for us and not when it was bad for us. Like they do these national polls with these young ladies, and they ask them, should women be drafted into combat in the event of war? Of course not. Well, why not? Why the fuck not? Don't you want equality? No. We don't want. They don't want equality. They want all the good shit and none of the bad, and that's what that's all about. But anyway, so comes back to why is prostitution illegal? Because men think that they have a better way, a better decision-making process than the women. It's degrading. You want to talk about degrading? Go work a fucking fry machine at McDonald's. It's no more degrading than that. I got to be honest with you. And a lot of these girls, like this girl that I was just showing you, she gets to choose her clients, man. You know, she probably wouldn't even choose it unless I had an awful lot of money. And I am a nice guy because I've never treated hookers bad. You know, I've never been that guy. I've always, every time I traveled, they always liked me. Mostly because I'm in to have a good time. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm not into any of that bullshit. But
you'd be a stand-up John.
I am, and they used to call me the butterfly.
Oh, by the way, we're getting some video difficulty with that thing again.
That's all right. We don't really need it.
It's going in and out.
Well, you don't want me to show this girl anyway, do you?
Which one? I can't see now. Now we are black screen.
Oh, so we're not getting anything anymore?
We're getting us.
Oh, well, that's all we need, isn't it? I'm just in love with this girl, man.
Yeah, it's let's see.
Dude, look at this. I think I need to be alone for a little while.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Really? That's a shame.
Piece of jet. It was working the whole time too.
Oh, that means I can look at the naked ones then.
Just the rest of the live is going to be just you
smiling. Are you not in there? Is your camera not working?
My camera's on. Your camera's on.
Oh, okay. That's
we just
cool.
have to. Well, I have to work on the feed
Anyway.
again.
Well, I don't know how much more we have to say right now.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about accountability, and you know, I want to know, should I do these like? Because I said I would like to do like 5 to 7 minute rants.
Go live.
I can do that, right?
Yeah, why not?
Just for 5 to 7 minutes.
I could hook you up over there.
I talk about.
You could
this, I
even
never
use
do it, though.
your. You could. I could set it up to where you just use your FaceTime, your camera on your Mac.
That's all I want to do. Like I don't want it to be anything. I just want to rant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore, and yell at people. Like all these people that think they're all so put upon. I had a good talk with a friend today, you know, and we were talking about God. I believe in God. I've always believed in God, I think. But God makes people uncomfortable. It's why people don't want to believe in God, right? Because if you believe in God, then it makes the rest of your life really uncomfortable because it makes you accountable, right? God says it's wrong to watch porn. It's wrong to do a bunch of things, but we're not perfect. You know, we do what we can, and, you know, but it makes these things uncomfortable. And the more decadent our society gets, the more we want to back away from anything that could keep us from doing that. That's what we were talking about was Diddy, right? We were talking about Diddy before and never did finish that conversation either. That's what brought this girl up, was to say, like I look at this girl and I go, my God, what it would be like to have 5 minutes with this girl, like just to see her live and naked. Like I would love that. That would be great, right? She's gorgeous. Diddy did that. Like Diddy could do that. Diddy could get on a fucking plane, right? He could look at a girl like this and know she's in Spain. She's, you know, and say, let's go. We're going to fly to Corsica, you know, and get girls like Cassie and Jennifer Lopez on the plane and go fuck this beautiful girl in Spain.
I hope you're hungry, ladies.
And they
you're
want
eating out tonight.
And they want to hold it against them. Hold it against. I just want to see the videos. Like, dude, you know, like that. The idea of being with a girl, and you said nobody can see my screen anymore.
No.
All right. It's unfortunate because here I got to bring it up just for me. Then
you could act it out for us.
Well, I look at Cassie, right, and
if you want to play audio, you could play the audio. We could hear it.
You can no, it's just a picture of Cassie.
Play the audio of that picture. Is it a scratch and sniff?
That's the overdub. Yeah. But this girl, I mean, look. Fucking Cassie. We're talking about a 19-year-old Cassie, right? And I'm looking at the picture here, and this girl is just fucking gorgeous. She's still pretty, right? She's 40 years old. She's still gorgeous. But at 19, my God. It's like Kobe beef.
Yuck. Too young.
Actually, for some people, that's still too old.
She was at a difficult age.
But, dude, you're talking about Cassie and Jennifer Lopez. Like, and because I like to have the visual when I look at this. Jennifer Lopez at 23. Because that's what it was. Like, Cassie was like 19 and Jennifer was like 23. Okay? And, oh, God. And he got to bang these girls together. You know, at least according to folklore anyway. He who wouldn't? Like, what if you had the money, right, to put these girls on a private jet and go, look, man, I got the finest Peruvian cocaine. We're gonna drink Gestalt or whatever the fuck the name of that shit is, you know, out of your navel. snort Peruvian coke off of your titties. Like, who wouldn't do that? Oh, that's disgusting. Please. I can't fault the man for it. I'm sorry. I can't. There he is. Look at him. And you can't see it. There's a picture of him and Jennifer Lopez at some awards thing, right? And he's looking over his shoulder like, yeah, I'm tapping it. Like, this is my life.
So does she have the silver top?
No, she's in a green floral print
with
an open back.
She
had such a beautiful back.
The infamous.
Slid up the fucking leg, yeah.
Can you imagine? That was like a big deal at that time.
Oh, dude, she was just so fucking... Just a gorgeous little Puerto Rican girl. You know how I am with the it's the second wife. She's Puerto Rican. Oh, God. She was hot, too. My second wife, when she was... Yeah, here, this is what she looked like, actually. This is what the net looked like when she... Well, you can't see it.
We don't know.
Dude.
You'll never know.
Listen, look at a picture of Jennifer Lopez at 21. That's exactly what my first wife looked like at that age.
First or second?
Second wife. First wife, she was English. She was attractive. She's a fucking hoe. What a whore.
Won't you put it in my bum and I'll give you some crumpet after?
Put it in my bum and I'll tell you if I feel it.
Let me tug on your crumpet a little.
Oh, God. Anyway. But, again, my thing is like, but who are we to judge? Like, we judge this, Bill Burr said it with Tiger Woods, like, why is it all these guys, they have these sex addictions? No shit. Who wouldn't?
I think most guys have sex addictions.
Well,
they just have no options.
I think Bill was the one who made the point that these guys actually have less of an addiction than we do. Because they fuck such a smaller percentage of the women they're capable of fucking.
They could fulfill their dreams and then get over it.
So like you and I, okay, I say, I've slept with, 10 women, and that's probably 50% of the women I was capable of sleeping with in my life, Whereas like Tiger Woods has slept with 200 women, but that's only like 1% of the women that he actually had the capability of fucking. So really, he's well ahead of the curve. And it's true. Because, how many women would turn down Tiger Woods? Like, seriously, there's so many whores out there. Oh, that's Tiger. And not only is he black, but he's rich. Yeah, And he's got just enough Asian in him to make him a really decent guy. So, he's fucking smart, too. Big dick and he's smart, fuck. Guy should be ruling the world by now, So, probably get in trouble for that one, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, truth hurts.
I won't snitch on you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank God nobody's listening. But anyway, I think we should probably get going now.
Yeah. Well, I have to figure
I was
this
thinking
shit out.
about that. I got to be honest, man. Since I sent you that clip last night of the sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
In Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks so fucking good. Doesn't it?
It's mouth-watering.
I got to tell you, we could make a run to Williamsburg right now. It looked really good. The only problem with Williamsburg is you can't fucking park down there, man.
No problem with Williamsburg. It's Williamsburg.
Yeah, you can't park. Reasons to love Jennifer Lopez. I would like to see her naked, too. Even now, even after Alex Rodriguez tore that shit up.
We've gotten snippets before, no?
Of her naked?
Maybe side boob.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know if we ever got a full frontal.
Well, they would have it here.
I know there were movies where she's, gotten a little racy. Out of sight.
Yeah, here, there's, like you said, there's a lot of side boob.
A lot of side curvature.
This one, you can see that it's fake. This is after she got implants. I know you're not looking at it. She looks very manly with the work she's got done up here, too. She's older here. And she didn't need to. Like a lot of these women, they get this work done and they don't need to do it. She's got a really nice ass, man. Really nice ass.
If half these women just stayed natural.
Oh, dude, you look at Madonna now. She's scary. Like, she's fucking scary looking.
No, that's a different person. I don't even think
Like,
that's
she
Madonna
was never
anymore.
that gorgeous. She was always fuckable. Like
She was just
Madonna was
slutty.
one of those. Yeah, exactly. Like you could see just lifting her dress up in an alleyway and just fucking her in the back of a club. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
You always want to have a couple of Madonnas at the house party.
Yeah, girls who are willing. You know, you get a couple drinks in them and they're fucking lively.
Maybe burn a cross on the front lawn.
But that's what it takes to get rid of them too. Like you got to burn across the fucking forehead. You're like, she's scary looking. Like, dude, she looks demonic. She really does. This is with the braids and everything. Doesn't she know that's culturally inappropriate now? Like,
Her whole fucking self-being is culturally inappropriate.
but then she got the jaws and she had the lines cut into her fucking cheeks and. Like, I want to know, I meet the guy who just talks them into, like, oh, yeah, this is attractive. You're going to look better, you know? Like, yeesh.
Yeah, they go in for one thing and they get marked up everywhere.
Oh, man. Well, I guess it's they get addicted to this stuff, you know?
And you got car salesmen for doctors.
Now, I'm looking at a picture of her young, and she was never a knockout. Again, she had no problem showing off her body, and that's what made it attractive.
It was the time also. Like, you didn't get a slutty pop star like that at the time. I think she was very controversial with some people.
Oh yeah. Like she was humping crosses on stage.
But now she would last like 2 seconds. Everyone is doing
right.
some
She would have
shit.
Exactly. Well, I think Miley Cyrus was kind of the same, except Miley
She
Cyrus.
had her moment.
I think Miley Cyrus had more talent.
Yeah.
But I think she has a better voice. I never
Yeah.
thought Madonna had a good voice. Like as far as a singer.
I agree.
I remember telling my ex-wife back then, like back in the 90s, Celine Dion was coming out. Like Celine Dion was big at the same time. And I said, you're going to hear about Celine Dion long after Madonna is a nobody. Oh, that's not true. I said, she's not.
Celine Dion has a fucking
Celine
voice
Dion
on her.
is Barbara Streisand.
Yeah,
like she was the new Barbara Streisand at the time.
I listened to the Celine Dion in the car with my mom all the time. And she took me to a Cher concert.
See, homosexual.
I was forced.
Gay.
I was forced, I say.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Keep to that story.
I still have her farewell tour CD in my car.
No, I'm just like, listen. I'm not a big fan of Celine Dion or Barbara. I can't stand Barbara Streisand, but I admire the talent.
I like Celine Dion for the greatest hits.
She's just got a beautiful voice. I mean, you have to appreciate the voice. Cher had a horrible voice. Cher was another one. Cher was just controversial. Cher was willing to do anything. You know, she was a whore, much like Madonna.
She was a whore,
and I'm not knocking it, but people think Here's Madonna. You can't see it again. Her daughter's prettier than her. That must kill her. But her daughter's cute. Probably because from a very young age she had the advantages that her mother didn't. Because her mother didn't grow up with money.
Madonna?
Yeah.
Where'd she grow up?
Michigan, I think. I think she's from Michigan. Her daughter's cute though. Isn't that Guy Ritchie's daughter?
I have no idea. I'm not up to snuff with Madonna facts.
I know she took a pounding from Sean Penn in more ways than one.
We went from MAMDANI to Madonna.
Yeah, well, there's not much of a difference. They're both millionaire communists. You gotta love communists who are, the limousine liberals they call them. I only wear Gucci, but I hate capitalism. Like capitalism is just so bad. And if those Chinese motherfuckers fuck up my new iPhone, I'm just going to go nuts.
Those children with those little fingers
That's
better
right.
not fuck
That's
up my
right.
new iPhone.
I got the last one that had smudges all over it. Little smudges.
I put in a complaint. I think they killed them.
I went to China and we ate the children. We got fucking roasted. Yeah. It's so wonderful to be so open-minded. Madonna Louise Ciccione. Her name can't possibly really be Madonna. Like she was named Madonna. Fucking guinea, man. No offense. Yeah, Guy Ritchie from 2000 to 2008. I think that's Carlos Leon. Oh, that's his. That's her daughter's.
I think
father.
I'm more Swedish than I am Sicilian, actually. by like 1% or 2. Fun facts.
Don't you believe it? He's Sicilian, except when he pulls his pants down. Then we see the Norwegian. Just say, God really fucked me. I'm Italian from the neck up and Irish from the waist down. God said, let's have fun with this one.
I'm an emotional, neurotic, small dick fuck. Crickets.
I'm sorry. I'm reading about Madonna's father. Apparently, he loved his daughter very much.
Come here, girl.
Daddy loves you.
Like a virgin.
Yeah. Not no more. Anyway, that's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Daddy's little girl.
So what did we learn today? Happy MAMDANI to you. Happy MAMDANI to you.
Every day's a MAMDANI day.
Every day is MAMDANI day. That was the dictator. What was his name? Oh, I got to look that up.
The actor?
No, I know the actor.
I just know Borat. Ali G. Bruno.
Dude, I'm so surprised you haven't seen this movie.
Nah. I'll get around to it.
Aladdin. Everything is Aladdin. Aladdin. It's all Aladdin. And it doesn't say if it's good or bad. It's so fucking funny. Do I have AIDS? The test came back Aladdin. And they're not allowed to say yes or no. Oh, you got to watch it. Where can we watch it? Who's got this now? Where to watch? Amazon has it. We should watch this. You want to watch it now? Let's watch it.
Yeah, I'll see. Why not?
It's only 2:15. And we can drive to Williamsburg and get sandwiches. Dude, they look so good.
We'll live stream it if anyone's
that.
watching.
We could do that.
I didn't bring my road mics.
This was such a fucking funny movie, though. And he helps deliver a baby. They're in the store and he helps deliver this baby. Push. The baby goes out. He goes, hey, where's the trash can? I'm so sorry. It's a girl. But he turned out to be a jerk off too, right? Sacha Baron Cohen.
They all are.
They're all jerk offs. It's so easy. Oh God.
The second Borat movie was trash.
The first one was fucking funny.
First one was great.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. He took that out to make fun of Trump or make fun of America. Like, go fuck yourself.
What's his name? He had
Hey, go
Giuliani.
back. What?
He had the Giuliani scene.
I didn't even see it, so I have no idea what that
I would
is.
just skip to that part if you want to watch it. It's funny.
Well, I don't want to watch the movie. I wouldn't watch the movie. This is the second Borat?
Yeah, but it's on Prime, I think.
Hold on.
You want to end the live? What do you want me to follow blindly?
See, I like Rudy. I always liked Rudy. He was a New Yorker. Rudy was a New Yorker. You can't see it, right?
I in the pantyhose.
So, probably in a rough estimate, how many lives President Trump saved?
I'd say he saved 1 million lives. It would have been 1 million more had he waited that month, the way the Democrats would have done.
Yeah.
Should just
but
watch it off
swiftly.
live.
He acted before anybody. In fact, even his own advisors. Some of them advised him not to do it.
Yeah.
She's cute.
I'm good.
Yeah, she's supposed to be with him. And then she comes on to Giuliani, and Giuliani thinks he's going to get some.
But today, something with
I don't want to watch that. Poor Rudy.
So they fucked with him. And I remember looking at it like, oh, that's fucked up. You don't give the guy blue balls like that.
Yeah.
He thought he had a shot.
I like Rudy. I always liked Rudy. He saved this city. He saved us. And there's no saving it
for the time being.
There's no saving it this time. Anyway, okay. Well, that's all we got today, folks. We're out of here. Yeah, once we lost the video there, it's kind of pointless to watch videos.
Blame Amazon, not me, because I had this shit working.
What happened with Amazon? What do you mean?
These fucking adapters and whatnot. Or maybe it's the cable.
You know, it's a poor employee who blames his tools. That's all I can say about that. That's an old saying, you know. It's a poor employee that blames his tools. So, anyway, until next time, folks. Hopefully next week. Like, we really want to do this. You know, it's been a while.
Well, today we got a good amount.
Walter and I, we suffer a lot.
We get the itis.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes on between our ears collectively, and it's not good. It's not good. But we weathered the storm.
If we were cartoon characters, it would just be
tell you,
black
yeah,
clouds
listen,
and
man.
exclamation points. And
This
stars.
past Sunday was 20 years since my boy passed. And it was a rough weekend. It really was. I can't believe it's been 20 years since he's been gone. And it weighs heavily on me. It really does. At this point in my life, to be alone and have no kids, and it's a big regret. I really wish. So I'm talking to, you know, from experience, when people tell me they made a decision not to have children, I'm like, I don't think that you understand how heavy that decision can be. Because you think you have and that's another thing, is people think we have a partner for life. We don't need kids. We have each other. Yeah, okay, you have that right now.
But then you just have each other.
Right, exactly. But you don't know what the future holds with that either.
Yeah.
You know, right now you're in love, but how much of that fucking lasts? Especially when you don't have kids bonding you together. Like, family bonds people. It really does. You know, and when you don't have that, and you're 43, and you're looking at this person going, Jesus, I'm gonna have to do another 40 fucking years with this person. Like, you know, and all of a sudden you're alone. You know, you're 50 and you're alone, or you're 60 and you're alone, and you're looking for love, and there's no kids. You know, the holidays come, and there's no children, there's no grandchildren, there's no family, and all of these people talk all this communist horse shit and everything like that. Think about what it is that they want to give up, and that really is it. And unfortunately, that's why they get the youth, because the youth don't understand the importance of all these things. And you don't understand it until you're old enough. Even MAMDANI, this guy's like 32 years old. What the fuck does he know about any of it? Nothing. Like, he hasn't experienced life. That's why you have to be at least 35 to be president. And even that, I think, is young. You know, you haven't experienced life yet. You don't really know what it's about and everything. And but it was a tough weekend. It was a really tough weekend, man. And I get very tired sometimes. I really do. And I do this, and that's why I like to rant. I want to rant because I'm very angry with life. I wish things had turned out differently, and it's all my fault. And I say that because there's always an opportunity, right? We have opportunities in life. Work harder. I don't want to. I remember coming to the realization that I liked being depressed. And I had a friend say, "Well, how can you say that? Nobody likes being depressed." Well, if I didn't, I would do something about it. But I guess it's easier to be depressed than it is to fucking do something about it. To get up, take a walk around the block, take a shower, listen to positive music, work out a little. Go to the gym. Get the blood moving, and it helps. Jim Carrey said it, right? Yeah, I believe in depression, but I also believe that if you what did he say? You got to eat. If you don't eat right, get some sunshine, surround yourself with positive people, right? Keep all the negative bullshit out of your life, like all the negative people. Eat properly, exercise. If you don't do those things, you're not giving yourself a fucking fighting chance. See, it all comes down to me, too. It's got nothing to do with anything external to me. I argue with that fucking person upstairs, man. But it's me. I continue to put myself in that. I do that. I make that decision. Nobody puts a gun to my fucking head. Nobody puts a gun to my head. And that's the one thing I have in my favor, Walter, is I take accountability for my life. My life is fucked because I choose to make it that way. And that's a fucking fact. And I got to do something about it.
1,000 subscribers. We're going to shock them back into reality.
Shock me back into reality. Okay.
$5,000. We're going to get him laid with the... what's her name? Let's speak it into...
Ginebra Bellucci.
Speaking it into fruition.
Ginebra Bellucci.
We're going to start a
You can look her up. Ginebra Bellucci.
And if she's listening...
I love you. I'll marry you in a heart. I don't care who you fuck on the side. I'll pay to watch. She's absolutely she's perfect. She other than the fact that she's a hoa.
We can't see her. Remember.
I can. Anyway. All right. Peace out, everybody. Donnie Day. Bye-bye.